Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I'm Heather Terry.
And for anyone who doesn't know, or this is your first time tuning in, this is our power hour of true crime where we talk about fucked up people doing fucked up shit, usually for fucked up reasons or sometimes for no reasons at all.
That's right.
Because motherfuckers
Yes.
be crazy.
They're crazy.
Crazy.
Yes. You know what else is crazy? Can I
What?
tell you something real quick? Okay. So for those of you who don't know, very into Halloween costumes, etc. I had to take, so I'm doing a 40th because I'm turning 40 soon. I'm doing
Very soon. You're basically 40.
I'm 39.99. And so my friend Justin and I have birthdays 4 days apart. We've been friends for 20 years.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I was like, say how long you've been friends with Justin.
Yeah, like 20 years. And so for our 35th birthday, we did like a fun photo shoot, smash cake, all that. So this year we were like, okay, let's do another one. So we're going to do like a 90s one. Well, I made a joke that we were going to do a baby costume. He changed his mind. So I had to take back a baby costume and a Dumb and Dumber costume because you and I did that for someone's wedding. I had to take it back with no packages, no boxes at the same time, an adult baby costume and a Dumb and Dumber dress. To normally the girls at the UPS store, they're our friends.
Yeah, we know, they're not actually our friends, but like they're basically
in our heads.
Yeah.
In our heads.
They like us.
Yes. And so I go in, two dudes, probably 25, no personality, no nothing, probably sweet guys, just having a bad day. I go in and take these two costumes down. I go, I know I look like a freak. And I laughed like awkwardly. And the guy goes, mm-hmm. Because I had an adult baby costume with a bonnet, a diaper, a safety pin.
You have to realize,
big.
like, who you said that to, though.
I know.
Like, that's your own mistake. Like, that's your mistake was saying, I bet I look like a freak, huh? To a guy who literally sees freaks all the time. And he's like, you do.
Yeah. And I thought about it and I was like, he probably thinks I'm into some weird, kinky adult baby play. No.
You are. I know that you talk to Will all the time and you want that baby voice.
Yeah.
I know that you love that
baby
voice.
Gaga, put it in my butt. No, exactly. I don't say that. But it looked like it. So I felt weird. And I had to like Homer Simpson out of there because I was like, and he's like,
don't you hate when you make a joke and then like it
doesn't land?
That happened to me today and I can't even believe I'm going to like say it right now.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. So today we had a meeting with a guy. It was our first time doing a Google Meet. It was me and my husband. We were talking about doing some investments. I've never met the guy. Obviously it was an email. So I didn't know what the guy looked like. The guy has to be like my age or a little bit younger.
Okay.
We're talking to him and he asked a question and you just know when you're like, you just came off like a fucking psycho instead of, that was funny. Like, I just did not read the fucking room to realize it was Travis, my husband of his age, and this dude at his age. And we're talking about, we just started an LLC. Like, I just come off like a crazy woman. I was like, ooh, I got the ring and the last name, and now we're going to get an LLC. And I make it as a joke, obviously, as a fucking joke. But I was also excited about starting an LLC.
Yeah.
And they, like, both do their, like, ha, 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 like a savior laugh, and I hate those.
Like a pity one?
Yes. And I'm like, if a girl would have been on this call, she would have laughed.
Right.
And then I was just annoyed with myself that I was like, if a female would have been here, this could have been funny, but you knew better.
Right.
Fucking idiot.
Well.
I shamed myself so hard. I was like, get better at reading the room.
Well, at least you don't have a guy at UPS that thinks you like to get kinky in diapers.
Okay. And then I'm just going to freaking pivot and I'm just going to let you guys know that this episode is sponsored by Conkright Agencies in Owensboro, Kentucky. Of course, she's owned by she's a she, owned by our girl, Natasha Conkright. She is a veteran. She is one of our first Sasshole listeners. And honestly, she is like a serious force to be reckoned with.
Right. Whether it's home, auto, life, renters, or business insurance, Natasha, she'll take care of you. And she's licensed in Kentucky and Indiana. So you literally have no excuse if you're in one of those two states.
Yes. And all you have to do is grab your phone and do this crazy thing where you do Conkright Agencies, Owensboro, Kentucky, or even Kentucky, whatever. And you're going to grab her. Make sure that you just knock one more thing off your to-do list and go with Conkright Agencies.
Right.
Because we do.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. I'm going to start my story.
Dive in.
Okay. So I have true crime campfires, which they're really cute. They're like on YouTube and they tell stories and it's like true crime campfire like stories. They're cool.
Okay.
If you haven't seen them, go look for them. Wikipedia, American Justice, The Killer Within. That's an episode that I never got to. but I have it in my notes. So just so you know, that's an episode I didn't get to it. The one I did get to.
Okay.
And what tickled my nipples.
Not your pickle.
My nipples today.
Whoa.
Because this is how good it was.
Okay.
Swamp Murders, HBO Max.
I love Swamp Murders.
This is episode 1, season 1.
Oh, I won't remember it. I watched too
There's
much.
no way you could.
I watched.
But the acting in that.
Is it reenactments? Is it reenactments?
Oh,
like the ones I want to do?
Yes.
Like the
It's the most perfect thing ever. Right now, go to it. And then also all of the fun documents, State versus Bonney court docs. Pulled all those bad boys.
All right.
All right, let's get into it. I'm going to talk about some fucked up shit today.
Okay, let's go.
Good. Starting off with a few strokes of my brush to paint the scene. The
What?
year is 1987. The same year my parents decided to knock boots and decided to bring little old me into this world.
Decided to knock boots.
They knocked them. We're in Camden County, North Carolina, where the country scene was small and quiet, really the county scene. Basically, a few main roads, a courthouse, local schools, and some general stores. You know me, my favorite thing is small town charm.
Oh, yeah.
Much of the daily life revolved around family farms, local churches. Some were actually founded from like centuries earlier. Community events, and in places like South Mills or Shiloh. So just small, cute, quaint kind of thing.
Love it.
We have the Bonney family. The key characters today include Thomas Lee Bonney, the man of the house. He's kind of what you'd expect a dad to be back in the day. Thomas Lee, Tom Bonney. He lived in Chesapeake, Virginia, where he operated an auto salvage yard, which is a junkyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole time I was doing it, I was reading other shit, and they're like, junkyard. And I was like, auto salvage sounds so much better than a junkyard.
Oh, that's a churched up version, and I'm here for it.
Right?
Yeah.
I definitely feel elevated.
Right.
I am an elevated dish because of that. I completely fucking agree with you. All right. Behind his rough exterior was a man who had a deeply troubled past. He endured severe physical abuse at the hands of his father during childhood, which sucks, but it also feels like it's the flavor of the Kool-Aid back then, because if in 1987, he was born in 48. I kind of feel like men were raised by punches to the face and like dirt rubbed into wounds.
That was more acceptable. That was the walk it off, spank your kids era.
I mean, we're talking 70s, so I think even you're thinking 90s. We were spanked. I feel like they were beaten. I could be wrong, because now you can't even touch a kid without like 8 law enforcement people coming after you.
But man, there are places sometimes I would like to.
Yep. All those kids in our lives pissing us off. He and his wife, Dorothy May, had 6 children together. The eldest was Kathy Carol Bonney. She was born on August 6th of 68. And then Susan Christine, she was born in 72. And those are kind of the only 2 we're ever really going to talk about. So there's other kids in there, but.
And 4 more.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And 4 others.
Yes.
There's another one. There's a boy named Tom.
Okay.
I don't know how much. And he apparently had a pretty decent relationship with his dad. I'm
Okay.
just going to let you know that. Now, some people said that he was a crooked hustler. Tom frequently moved his family from place to place, changing names to avoid paying rent, or after repossessing motorcycles he had already sold. He reportedly clung to a Walton style, and I got this a lot, Walton style, which means it could have been written one time in one thing and was the best description that they had to use it in everything else. A fantasy of being like a wise and loving patriarch, but that illusion was shattered, at least in his eyes, whenever his oldest daughter finally started growing up. So like he had this concept of like this sweet family thing, but he was like a dickhead. His wife's scared of him. He's abusive. He was abused, so he doesn't even understand that's not okay.
Right.
And so he's just like a tyrant.
Ugh.
And like a shitty dude.
Yeah.
But then tries to act like he's a good guy. Kind of the fucking worst. Kind of the worst fucking people, if you ask me. I spit on you.
Okay.
So Kathy's growing up. She has to deal with her dad's intensely controlling behavior, which is a lot to unpack. It seemed like her dad was kind of fueled by jealousy. And I saw jealousy a lot. And that also made me uncomfortable. But I never got a sexual thing with. There was no like sexual undertone to it.
That's what I was going to ask.
In any capacity that I saw, I think, but they said jealousy, and I don't know if it was like jealousy of her independence. I don't know what that jealousy was. Jealousy of her becoming a woman and no longer being his baby girl.
Probably.
The word jealousy in my mind is always like, you have what I have. Meh. Why are you prettier than me? Meh. Why are you so tall? Meh. You know, those things. Not like I'm jealous of my daughter for becoming a woman.
Literally doing everything that a child does is grow up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
His temper was explosive. He was known to swing into like sudden temper tantrums and then afterwards act like he didn't remember it.
Oh.
Eat a turd.
Yeah.
Eat a fucking turd.
Eat it.
Eat a fucking turd. So there was a long-standing pattern of physical abuse towards both his wife and children, so much so that social services became involved and at least one of his sons was temporarily placed in foster care. So like he's some shit going on.
Yeah, yeah.
I also wonder too, what did it take to get a kid in foster care in the 80s?
Right.
Because I feel like a lot. I don't know though.
Yeah.
He consistently pressured Kathy to end friendships and relationships and really didn't let her do anything. I thought about this one too because it's like you can't, if you're living with your parents, you can't have friends if you cannot hang out with them.
Yeah.
If I can't go out on a Friday night, I'm not going to have friends by Monday morning. I didn't get to hang out with anyone and it's just class.
Yeah.
So apparently too, though, like she was like a normal teenager and she would sneak out.
Yeah.
But like once, I do want to be really clear here that there's not much on here that I would not chalk up in any capacity whatsoever at all with just being like a young teenage girl.
Okay.
For sure.
Got it.
She was beautiful, by the way. She's super outgoing, free-spirited, independent, despite all of her father's fucking doing. She was the oldest of 6 children, and from an early age, she stood out as someone who had like a strong personality, and she was going to carve her own path. She has a close relationship with her mom. I think too, because her mom also had to withstand all that fucking torture.
Trauma
and
bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the age, like she's becoming a woman. Now it's like someone she can actually confide in and like talk to. So she is really close to her mom. What happens too is when her father puts too much. Oh, and I wanted to say that too before I even get here. Another thing too, and I don't know why this was the case, but it seemed like she was going to be the golden child. Like she was the one that was going to have it all figured out. She was going to do it. Mm-hmm. And I don't get it. And I'm like 2 paragraphs away from saying exactly why I don't get it. But you have so many kids. What's the point of having fucking 85 if you're going to put all the pressure on one?
Right.
That's dumb. You have 6. You should just don't even give a fuck at the end of the day. But like, as long as one of you turns out okay, I'm straight.
Those are pretty good odds. Like, I was only a child for 22 years, so no pressure, but all the pressure. Like,
right. And I mean, in that household, though, you were the only child.
Yeah. There weren't 5.
Right.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Oh, I don't know how my parents, like, yeah, they would have pressured. I love my parents to pieces, but there's no way in hell, like, the way they act, like, I'm going to say accidentally because I do not think that parents, like, meant to do this at all unless you're, like, truly vindictive, narcissistic parents.
Right.
Which those are out there, of course. But, like, my parents accidentally kind of, like, pinned me and my sister on, like, the sibling rivalry because we were so close in age, too. They never meant to, but they definitely did.
But it happened.
Yeah. But that just meant that it was 2 people trying to do and be, like, not having any pressure on that. I'll never get that one. So of course he's putting all this pressure on Kathy, and then what is she gonna do? Become a stripper? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm like, whoa.
I'm totally kidding.
He was jealous of her having friends. What do you think when she goes to work at Deja Vu every Tuesday and Thursday night?
No, she just rebels. She starts to rebel.
Oh.
She does a little shoplifting, a bigger jump. She drops out of high school. This part's weird to me. And here's why.
Okay.
So, on the show Swamp People, or Swamp Murders, not Swamp People. Swamp Murders. On that one, they specifically say that Tom made her drop out of school so that she could help work at the salvage yard.
Okay.
Like, that is what they said here. A whole nother side of it says that she dropped out of school and he gave her a job there so that she had something to do. And that was an act of her rebelling. Was her being like, fuck school.
Got it.
So that is the thing where I'm like, if she was your golden child, 2-part question. Did she drop out of school on her own? Or was she coerced into dropping out of school? Right. And if she was a golden child, wouldn't school at that specific time been the most important thing? Especially because we were women and we could only do certain things, like in the criteria of what, but there were like sex approved jobs.
Right.
A little bit more there,
You would think though that like if he was jealous of her having anybody outside of their family circle, then maybe he was like, he pressured her and wanted her to work there.
It made a lot more sense too. Like if she is the smartest like she is smart and she's the golden child once more for using stupid fucking shit. But like, if she was smart, and I'm sure like junkyards are not fucking just making $1 million, maybe he wanted her to help actually like fix the fucking business too.
Yeah.
And he was like, she's smart. Why is she going to school? She should just be helping me. And then I can keep my eyes on her.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all take what you want to take on that. I don't fucking know. Now on top of that, while she is working with her dad at the salvage yard, she meets John Hoskins. I'm going to pause this to tell you something not related, but also super related.
Okay.
As we're working through this, like truly using AI for things, right? I'm pulling through and I'm using like LM Notebook, which takes all of your notes, as I slam my hand into the mic, takes all of your notes and it compiles them and like creates a study guide. So I do that and they convert a name in here. Like a name got converted to a whole nother name. That I was like, what the fuck? So just
check your robots.
Yeah. Well, even that, it was the documents that went in. And then I looked at something else and they still said a different dude's name. And I'm like, the John Hoskins is what I got through what was like the state documents in that show. But like some other name was in there. I am not a court reporter. I'm doing absolutely the best I can.
You're doing the best
I'm
you
doing
can.
the best
So if all of a sudden you're like, and then Herbie walked into the room, and I'm like, who the fuck is Herbie?
Where did he come from? No. Wonderboy Media is not only the proud producer of this glorious magic imploring your ear holes right now, but they're also a big deal.
Get in touch with them today to make all of your dreams a freaking reality.
From using their banging ass podcast studio,
where we are right now,
to creating amazing videos and editing our content like the mystical mavericks they are.
Your podcast can go further when you have a Wonder Boy.
Hit up Drew today at WBOYmedia.com.
Or text him day or night at 270.
Just kidding.
Does your face look like a mugshot lately?
Then it is officially time for you to visit Hetef Aesthetics in Owensboro, Kentucky or Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Go see our girl Amber Teasley and her team because they'll have your face and your skin look like a damn filter.
And their staff is absolutely amazing. It's like a mini Botox party, which personally is my favorite. You leave looking fresher and you don't have a hangover.
Another good thing is that if you go in there and you tell them that a couple of Sassholes sent you, you get 15% off of everything.
That's unbelievable. So if you have been considering getting that glow up and making that ex jealous, it's time. Okay, so she meets John Hoskins, right? He's married. He has a young baby.
Okay.
At home, but of course that means fucking nothing. And they begin an affair.
Wait, how old is she at this time?
She's 19. Okay. I'm going to say 19.
Okay.
I believe from the show, mind you, I was watching it and I did not take a note. I believe that he was between 20 and 22.
Okay.
So not much older. Remember 87, had kids. I'm sure you were like getting fucking knocked up at 20 because you got married at 17. Different strokes, different folks, different timelines, you know?
Right, yeah.
So they begin to have an affair and it seems like they really did fall for each other. I believe he was 21 to 22. I'm going to say too, I did not find very much details on him and I didn't dive into it because it didn't fucking matter.
Right.
Just know that it fucking happened. But I mean, it obviously kind of sucks, but it does seem like he genuinely really cared about her. And like, that was just the way the cookie crumbled.
Silver lining of an extramarital affair.
Yeah, but what's yes.
I guess.
Yes, I guess. Her dad, there's no fucking silver lining. But they're 19 and 20. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing married with babies?
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
80s, man.
The 80s.
The 80s.
So her dad's pissed.
Yeah.
Because to him, this idyllic viewpoint of what he's created is completely shattered. And he isn't held to the standards of what he wants anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can be a shit sandwich. But his fucking family needs to be a crispy kettle chip. Like, fuck off, dude. Fuck off.
Are you hungry today?
Oh, kind of.
A crispy kettle chip.
Oh. So apparently I would totally tear up some fucking kettle chips right now.
That would
I'm
got me.
have to go get some. So at some point, Tom ends up searching his daughter's room, being as overzealous as he was. Now, I'm also going to be like, dude, she's 19.
What are you looking in her room?
Yeah, like, she's an adult now.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not you want them to be an adult, they're an adult. Like, once they turn 18, if they can go fight in war, whether or not you're female or male, whatever the fuck the situation is, you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could hate what Jaden does all day long, but it doesn't matter because Jaden is an adult.
Yeah, your stepson is
he's gonna
That's
do
so bizarre to
what
think
he's gonna.
about.
I know.
Oh, man.
I'm lucky though because my stepson is wonderful and makes really good life choices,
Yeah.
so I don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to search his room.
No, I am not searching his room.
Well, it doesn't sound like he should search her room either,
No.
though. It's not like he thought that she did something.
Well, she was
bad.
having an affair.
I know.
So with a
Yeah.
coworker
Yeah.
under his nose.
But what's he
at
gonna
his
find in
job.
her room?
Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
He finds a sexy note.
Oh.
That was written to his beau or to her beau, and her journal that obviously was talking about
Dirty.
sex. And he fucking loses his shit. Now, Wikipedia said that there was a pair of handcuffs and an adult magazine in the room as well. Which, okay. I mean, different strokes, folks, whatever. And either way, the idea of his like little girl is broken by all. Once more, she's a young woman and can have sex.
Mm-hmm.
On the morning of November 22nd, golly, I fucking
What day is
stuttered. On the morning of November 22nd, 1987, Tom Bonney walked into the Chesapeake Police Department and reported that his 19-year-old daughter, Kathy, was missing.
The fuck?
Now, he told officers that the night before, he had taken Kathy to a 7-Eleven to meet up with a guy named John, someone she supposedly knew, and he was selling a Chevy Blazer. According to Tom, Kathy went for a test drive with John around 9 p.m. and just never came back.
So, wait.
Legit.
Okay. So
In the remake of this,
okay.
let's all unpack it. Behind the camera today is Drew, who has kids. Can't wait because he's a dad and he has a daughter. Tell me this is real. They show on this remake. He pulls up. They're at a 7-Eleven. Him and his daughter. Dude in a vehicle with a truck. She hops out of the car, goes into the passenger side, scoots the dude over, and she's like, I'm going to test drive it. Bye, Dad, and drives off.
No, absolutely not. My dad wouldn't let me do that now.
Number one.
No.
There's a version that like the John didn't know the daughter. Like the version on the show is like, she didn't know the dude. He just made up the name John.
Yeah.
A John. And I couldn't get over that. I was like, there's no way in hell that you're going to let your 19-year-old daughter jump into a vehicle with a man you do not know at 9 p.m. at night to test drive a vehicle that she knows nothing about, that you would be the one buying, that you're the one testing. And then she just leaves where we don't even have a time of no cell phones.
That's so dumb.
Drew, this is Drew. Exactly. That would not fucking happen.
No. Why would you? No. Everything about that is no.
No, it's no. Once more. Season 1, episode 1. Swamp Murders, HBO.
No,
Get
I want to watch
after it.
What does he do? Just wave?
Yes.
I'm going to go get
He basically is like,
I'm going to go get a hot dog and a slushie. Have fun with
God,
is it John? We're just going to call you John.
a hot dog.
I want a hot dog.
Oh, it's real bad. Okay. So anyway, insane storyline. What the fuck? Tom claimed he wasn't immediately concerned because Kathy had stayed out all night once before. Also, I'm like, but did she?
I wasn't concerned.
She's 19 and she stayed outside, out of the house all night one time.
Once.
And I'm like, I just don't know that she did because she wasn't allowed to.
He wasn't. She stayed out all night with some guy that she test drove his Blazer. The dad did it. I'm already. He did it. He fucking did it.
And he literally says that he waited for an hour and then just went home.
You don't said it. This is the dumbest. Okay.
By the next day, with no word from her, he said he got worried. Now, the police initially brushed it off. They told him she was legally an adult and that they couldn't officially file a missing persons report until 24 hours. We all know now that was 1987. That's how everyone died and how all the murders got away with.
She just ran away.
Just remember, everyone who thinks murder's easy to do and get away with, it's not 87 anymore. So Tom called again that evening just before 7 p.m., insisting she was still missing. An officer came to the house. Tom repeats his story. Now, supposedly Tom had like come home from the 7-Eleven and was like, dude, where's Kathy? And his wife is like, what? You left with her to go test drive a vehicle, you cuntwad?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, she didn't come back. And his wife gets worried. She goes to the 7-Eleven and he doesn't even come. Because she's just trying to find her daughter. And then goes back.
I'm
now,
annoyed.
Behind the scenes, shit's already going fucking crazy.
In
crazy
front of the
pants.
scenes.
In front of the scenes, it's stupid. But behind them, it's worse.
All right.
That same afternoon, around 3 p.m. Okay, for real. What I'm about to tell you, if the backstory of Wes is not real, it is all blamed on Swamp Murders, the show.
Okay.
Because I found none of this online. I'm going purely from the show. Attack me. I don't give a fuck. Because this shit is the tits.
Okay.
All right. 3 p.m. A guy named Wes Linguist decides to pull over at the Dismal Swamp Canal and toss some rocks into the water. He tells police that he had gotten a talking to from his priest or preacher or whatever his big man is, and that he needed to reject his dirty past. So while he's tossing his woes into the water, he sees what he literally thought was a sex doll as a test sent from God. And as he gets closer, he realizes that it was not a sex doll.
Can I leave? Are you kidding me?
And the dude who's acting this is perfection. He's like, and then he like goes and gets rocks and he's throwing them in. Like he's just like trying to stop all his dirty thoughts. Like his head's just like beating his meat in his head all the time. I'm like, what the fuck is your deal, bro?
Like what is this?
What dirty was it? Did you masturbate in a park? Like,
yeah, I don't know, but he's like, this rock right here, if it skips twice, I'm never beaten off again. What does that even mean?
Like, he was just so upset. He like, it's essentially the same though. I will say this though.
Okay.
As like Travis going to Peabody. The land is like Peabody over here, which is just public land for anyone that's like, doesn't live in fucking Owensboro, Kentucky, but it's public land. Place you can drive, walk around,
throw your masturbation rocks into.
Or maybe maybe he fished over there and knew that spot well. Like either way, anyone could just go there and he just went there to clear his mind. But supposedly that was the reason. Now the storyline was so bizarre that the cops were like, you killed this girl and you put her there. Like they were like, the fuck.
I mean, that's crazy.
The fuck. They did not believe the dude. They said that he was like he had glitter in his gas tank or like was missing a few screws. Like not everything was there. That I think they really thought he just wasn't there. Because he said it like this. Like watch the show. I've never forced our listeners ever to watch a show more ever than this one because I giggled. And I know that's terrible. That is bad. I shouldn't have said that.
But there's a lot of ridiculous the storyline, the acting, not the act of what you're talking about.
Not what it was, but the way it was portrayed. Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, now that I'll pivot and get depressive, a woman's naked body was found with gunshot wounds, including one to her face, which was so disfigured that they weren't able to confirm who she was until her fingerprints on November 25th. A blood-stained green sweater and a torn teddy were found nearby. The autopsy revealed 27 gunshot wounds. 27. Whoa. To her head, torso, and legs. Some of the shots had been fired after she was already dead. There was no evidence of sexual assault, though she was naked, but blood found on the clothes matched her blood type. Back at the Bonney home, a search of Kathy's room turned up a letter to her lover, some adult magazines, a pair of handcuffs, clues that would further agitate her father's already controlling fucking view of her. Now, Tom continued to stick to his story, even helping the police create a composite sketch of the so-called John. But detectives started noticing cracks. For one, he couldn't seem to keep his story straight. Sometimes he said he was driving his wrecker that night, and other times his Chevy. Biggest mistake here, and very quick in it, is he keeps mixing up the vehicle he drove. The fuck?
I mean,
bare minds, man.
Listen, I think
like, come on.
The story's plausible. He dropped his 19-year-old daughter off at a gas store to test drive it. I don't see the issue. I think he's a stand-up fella, aka he did it. He had so
he claimed his. Oh, this one was like we didn't even have to figure it out because there was no who did it because of the dad going in and being like she's missing in the story. Like you. There's no, do you wonder if Tom killed Kathy? Guess what, guys? Tom killed Kathy. It's the fucking story.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the story of how Tom killed Kathy and made it really obvious for everyone else.
Poor fucking Kathy.
I know.
Piece of shit.
And she's gorgeous too. Photo again. I've already sent photos. She's really pretty. I'll show you. I always suck because I never bring him in here. I just sent him before. Okay. He claimed that his .22 caliber sawed-off rifle had been stolen the week before Kathy vanished and that he'd sold a 9-shot .22 revolver. Revolver.
It was a revolving gun.
Revolver. Always. Yeah. Y'all have got to lose or have your gun stolen months, if not years, prior to a murder. It's like, and now, come on, you have the type of You have the gun.
He sold it, Brooklyn.
He lost it. The fuck. I say that and I'm like, I can't find my gun in my house half the time.
You can barely find your ID half the time.
I know. I wish that the tile would make noise. It doesn't make noise. It just tells me it's in my home. Okay, so what could it possibly be the oddest and dumbest move right after this happened? Like, what would you be like, okay, give me another red flag?
He moved.
Good idea. He sells his vehicle.
Oh, that was my second choice.
He sells the vehicle he said he was driving the day his daughter went missing.
Which one?
Right after.
Yeah.
Right after she went missing. When he was going to buy a different vehicle for her. And he only has a wrecker, which is like a tow truck. So that on top of his stupid story, the second he did that, the cops were like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, we want to check out your vehicle. And he's like, yeah, I sold it. The fuck?
Did he forget who he sold it to? That's
Oh,
the only way.
The cops are like, don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to go seize this. And they did.
Okay, good.
Now in December. Okay, so November 25th, they realize it's Kathy. They tell them it's Kathy. We're now heading into December. I don't know when this happened. I can't tell you how it happened, when it happened. None of it.
Okay.
Because I'm doing a good job telling a story. Tom's daughter, Susan, had told police that she had seen blood in their dad's car the night Kathy went missing. And that she was actually afraid of him.
Oh.
Her younger sister. Forensic testing confirmed. And yes, Kathy's blood type and hair were found in the car, both in the rear seat and the trunk.
Oh.
And then it just fucking escalated. On December 11th, Tom Bonney fled. He was like, let's go. His wife went into hiding. She was terrified. Social services stepped in to take custody of the couple's remaining kids. And Tom was on the run for weeks. So he's finally caught in Indianapolis in January 31st of 1988. And he's extradited to North Carolina. But that's where this case took a crazy, controversial turn. Once more, please watch the show because the acting. Starting in July of 1988, Bonney began undergoing psychological evaluations with Dr. Paul Adele, a clinical psychologist. Under hypnosis, Dell diagnosed Tom with dissociative identity disorder, what we used to call multiple personality disorder, as well as PTSD and a mixed personality disorder. Now, according to Dell, the disorder stemmed from childhood trauma, specifically the death of Tom's grandmother when he was 10. So supposedly his dad abused him.
Okay.
But I don't think there's any like real, I don't know if that's real. Right?
Right.
You can never, maybe. Now, the traumatic thing is that his grandmother died when he was 10. That is not how multiple personality disorder, what is it called now? How did they change it? Dissociative identity disorder happens when your dad molests you for 15 years.
Yeah.
What happens, like for anyone who doesn't know, the concept is that when a person goes through so much trauma, a portion of their personality breaks away so that they're able to manage the trauma they're experiencing while still protecting their being as one, their host, right? So they're saying that Tom has multiple personalities.
Because of did he okay.
So
I could understand it if it was different, but this is kind of just like death happens.
Fake.
Yeah, like death happens.
Fake.
Unfortunately. So
let's tell you the hosts. The bodies, the personalities. We have Tom.
Oh, wait a minute.
We have Tom, the host personality. He's whiny, childlike, depressed, and prudish. Satan, a powerful protective figure who claimed to know everything and hate God and could control anyone. He recounted the murder, claiming Kathy lunged for the gun, but admitted he planned to shoot her anyway. Mammy, Tom's deceased grandmother who supposedly entered him through a flower from her grave. Damien, the strongest personality capable of controlling Satan. Dell believed Damien was a reaction to Tom's abusive father, responsible for Tom's violence and potentially molested Kathy. Damien was claimed to be in control during the murder, believing he was shooting Tom's abusive father. We're just making shit up. Viking Tommy, Hitman, and Preacher. Teenage personalities created during a beating by Tom's father. Hitman was specifically claimed to be responsible for the killing in one account.
Is this a joke? Are you joking?
Dad is a fantasy-loving father figure. Kathy, yes, his daughter, Tom claimed Kathy's consciousness flowed into him from a flower taken from her casket, and she visited him in his jail cell, which sounds exactly like the Mammy one. So I don't really know if that's the same fucking bullshit ass storyline. Now, keep in mind too, I want to say this is pulled from like a million different accounts. So you could look up through, like, I found one that only listed their personalities, and they said that Hitman was the one that specifically took over and killed Kathy. That's what the show said. It was Hitman. Everything else I saw said Damien. So like even then, and that's just the shit that like I'm always blown away by what is a truth and what is a fact, because I can't tell you what a truth is. I can't tell you what a fact is. And I can tell you that the internet says it's all different things.
Yeah. That is,
but also, what if it was Hitman and if one person just writes on the internet, it's Damien, and now it's confusing if it was ever Hitman. It's just, I don't know.
I know this is a real disorder, but I feel like this is a load of
bullshit.
Yes.
Bullshit. Man, I bet they would have never thought it would happen here in this quiet little cul-de-sac with Marge over there watching your every freaking move.
No forced entry, just one unlocked door and a whole lot of regret.
But, plot twist, this ain't a true crime story. Not today, Satan.
At Concrete Agencies, Natasha and her team will help prepare you for all of life's what ifs. So your house, your car, that weird little doll collection that you love but everyone else thinks is creepy, all protected.
Because real peace of mind doesn't come in a cliffhanger. It comes in coverage you can actually rely on.
Concrete Agencies.
Protecting what matters most.
Even from plot twists.
Yeah. So all the interviews were videotaped, and one recording, Tom chillingly claimed that Kathy was still alive and that she came to visit him in his jail cell every night. The show, Swamp Murders, multiple personalities. I told you this. It was wonderful. Had me rolling. Now I have to tell you this because I don't know how, but I read a female inmate named Emily Weston knew her cell's vent was connected to Tom's. How is she? I guess jails are open to everyone until they get sentenced to prison. I don't know. I'm always flabbergasted when I'm like, your cell was next to a male? What?
I do. I watch a lot of those.
Seems so unjust.
I watch a lot of those jail shows, and one of them, and the jail was stacked up high instead of spread out, so it was like a tall building, and they would talk to each other through the toilet, and the floors were guy girl. So this
girl Emily thought it was really fun to use a little girl voice and call into the vent saying things like, Daddy, why did you do that to me? Why did you shoot me all those times, Daddy? Daddy, I didn't do anything. And Tom responded, because you're pregnant, and you're pregnant too, to Emily, the girl. And she was like, that totally freaked me out. Once more, where does this shit come from? I found it on the internet.
Okay.
Isn't that creepy?
Okay, that's kind of fucked up on all accounts.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you this other thing. So,
good.
Yeah, let me give you more. So, how about we also have more evidence? Hair,
they literally
blood,
have
everything in the vehicle. We literally have it all.
Right.
All right. So, there were 27 spent shell casings found inside the gas tank of the wrecker. So, when Tom was murdering his daughter brutally, he collected all 27 shell casings and then tucked them into the gas tank of that vehicle, and they found them.
And then sold it.
So this means that a father... No, that was the wrecker. He didn't sell that. That was on his property.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So this means that a father lured his 19-year-old daughter to a he better not sell it with all the fucking shell casings in the gas tank. I was like, 1,000% find that. Yeah. Okay, so a dad lured his 19-year-old daughter to secluded swamp and shot her 27 times, dumped her body, sold his car, and then acted like she disappeared with a guy named John. And I think the wildest thing here is like, he fucking admitted it. So he would eventually confess that he drove Kathy to the canal. They argued about the letter. He says that she lunged for the gun and it accidentally went off, shooting her in the head. He then admitted continuing to shoot her, stripping her clothes, and dumping her body. He then admitted to throwing the gun over the bridge. So here's what we need to come to terms with on this. she didn't lunge for the gun. In all the like remakes of how they like recreated this, it's obvious that he probably found the letter and was like, I'm upset about this. We need to talk. And she's like, Dad, I'm an adult. I'm allowed to be in a relationship. I know you don't want blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He gets so mad at her. He shoots her in the head because one of the things they noticed was that there was like blood at the scene, but obviously the blood, like that was not the point of origin, if you will.
Yeah.
It was inside the vehicle.
Right.
So she hadn't lunged at anything. He had shot her in the head and she was able to get out of the vehicle and get onto the ground.
Oh.
That's whenever he got out of the vehicle and he shot her 27 times. His gun held 10 bullets, I believe, which means
so he
that
reloaded.
in his revolver, he reloaded 3 times. To reload his type of gun takes like effort. Like it's not, I wouldn't say effort in like if you had a clip, that's actual effort. You have to like really like push it in it, like effort. This, it takes time. Choices.
You have to put like
time.
One in each
Time.
thing. It's the circle
Time.
gun, right?
Keep doing this. Time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And then when he shot it, then to get the bullet, put it in the pocket, reload.
Fucking
3 separate times. So, and then I don't know why it was 27 and not 30. They could have caught on the other ones. I don't fucking know, but still.
That is so fucked up. I can't. Okay, and why, if you're taking your daughter out, say you're going to give her a stern talking to, why the fuck do you have a gun? She wrote a letter.
He probably keeps a...
But like he said, she lunged for it, and then he accidentally shot her right in the head.
That means he pulled his gun out at his daughter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the stupid, like, all of his lies are stupid. All of his personalities couldn't come together and make one good story.
No.
I guess not.
Well, apparently not.
I guess not.
The first trial began against Tom Bonney in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, October 17th of 1988, almost a year after Kathy's murder. From the jump, the focus wasn't just on what Tom did, but why he did it, and the courtroom became a deep dive into his mental state, of course.
Yeah.
The defense, armed with those now infamous videotaped hypnosis sessions, look them up with Dr. Paul Dell, argued that Tom wasn't in control of himself the night that Kathy was killed. They claimed he was suffering from dissociative identity disorder and that one of his alternate personalities, Damien or Hitman, which Damien was a persona full of rage, was the one who pulled the trigger. According to Dell, Damien believed he was shooting Tom's own abusive father, not his daughter. In Dell's view, Tom couldn't understand what he was doing or tell right from wrong at the point of murder. Once more, we just told you everything. So not only did he kill his daughter, right? Shoot her, overkill her in that way. He actually got her naked. He then stripped her clothes off to make it look like something else. And then push her body into a swamp to be eaten by what? Alligators? Like, could care less. Obviously, the fucking prosecution is like, fuck you. Right. They brought in their own expert, Dr. Philip Coons, a psychiatrist who reviewed 13 hours of those Dell sessions. Importantly, though, he never actually interviewed Tom Bonney himself. Coons ripped into Dell's method, saying that the interviews were poorly conducted, that Dell let Tom ramble, asked leading questions, and even suggested he might have multiple personalities while under hypnosis. According to Coons, the death of a family like Tom's grandmother when he was 10 wasn't enough to cause a disorder like this. If anything, he believed the symptoms were created by the hypnosis, not uncovered by it.
Oh.
So he's like, dude, he just acted weird because he was hypnotized.
And did he act weird after? Like in the courtroom? Or he was like...
He wasn't hypnotized in front of anyone.
Oh, I know. I just meant like, because you said he had all those personalities, so I didn't know if he was Mammy or Mamie or whatever.
No, he's
in the
never...
Courtroom. That's what I'm saying.
He had never shown anyone those personalities
right?
before.
Like all of a sudden you're like, here's my Butterworth and my...
They also tried to say,
purse.
though, too, that because he was so, because he threw temper tantrums because he was a bitch baby.
Sounds like he was a bitch baby.
He was a bitch baby. And so because he had low fucking inner peace and he bitched at people all the time, they were like, that was his other fucking personalities. I'm like, oh my God, jack off.
If that's the case, then I have 19.
You do.
Like, no.
You do.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying that. Oh, that wasn't me. That bitch at you. That was Mammy. Sorry. It was Mammy. I couldn't help it.
Mammy, what a weird one. One physician who had treated Tom in the hospital shortly before trial testified that while Tom did show signs of disassociation, he still knew what he was doing. And most importantly, he knew it was wrong. Note again the reloading of the gun 3 times in order to kill his daughter like that.
Right.
Bullet by bullet in the dark on the side of a road. Then pick up those 27 shell casings,
Right.
hide them, sell the car, create the lie, create the fake person who supposedly took his daughter and carried on with his life like he did.
Right.
Like, that took planning. That took thought. No part of that was like, whoops.
Yeah. Like, wait, what just happened? Like those people that are like, I don't remember.
I can tell you, if I was about to have the worst conversation of my life, I don't think I would bring a gun.
With
And
your
like,
kid.
Like in any scenario though, like those crimes of passion, like that fear of you accidentally, like you literally getting mad and fucking killing someone in a fit of rage.
Right.
Leave those things at home.
Right.
Let's leave the weapons at home.
Yeah. I mean, well, I bring my weapons everywhere, so.
Right. After a 7-week trial on November 25th, 1988, the jury found Tom Bonney guilty of first-degree murder, and just 5 days later, on November 30th, they sentenced him to death. But that was not the end of the story. Tom appealed, and in 91, the North Carolina Supreme Court threw out the death sentence, though the murder conviction stood. The court said the jury hadn't properly instructed on how to consider mitigating factors like Bonney's mental health, so the case was kicked back to the lower court for resentencing. After being declared competent to stand trial, Bonney's resentencing hearing began on August 24th, 92.
Oh.
But it didn't go far. In a dramatic twist right out of a courtroom thriller, Bonney had an outburst during the proceedings, so disruptive that the judge had to call a mistrial. He went fucking crazy in the courtroom on his appeal.
So there's a mistrial, so does that mean that it's like...
His defense argued that he was mentally unfit to continue. The judge agreed, and they ordered more psychiatric treatment. Years went by. Finally, in October 16th of 2007, almost 20 years after Kathy's murder, he is like lowered down to life in prison from the death sentence.
So he's still...
But it's like, I mean, the point, I'm just like, I just wonder if he did it on purpose. Like, he had to come off as crazy so that he could get off death row.
Yeah, I mean...
So if someone's like, we need to make it look like you're crazy, I'm going to appeal, I'm going to get into court when we do the retrial, just act a fool.
Oh, I'd run around biting at people. It's not me. It's my dog died when I was 8, so it's my new personality, Bruno.
Right.
And he don't like you. And I just start barking, scratching.
That'd be wild to be friends with somebody like that.
Get ready.
No. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Okay, now should we stop here? No.
You have 2 more pages, so I have a feeling we're not stopping.
Well, I wanted to make it more exciting too, because obviously he made headlines for what he did for the crime and the courtroom fucking drama, but he also tried to escape.
He did.
Twice.
He tried to escape 2 times.
The first attempt, he tried to escape 2 times.
Listen.
The first attempt happened during his original trial. While being transported, he literally jumped out of the moving car, still handcuffed, and took off running.
How do you run like that?
He didn't make it far. That's
stupid.
He made it 50 feet, and he was sprinting in shackles.
They were probably just watching like, dude, you're going to get hung up. I would just let him run and be like, go ahead.
Ocean's 11, when they show like all the people trying to steal from the casinos, and they're like, he made it 5 feet out the door. He made it into... That's what I feel like this dude did. Like, this dude made it 50 feet.
If I was one of those CEOs, I would literally just let him run and be like, he'll tire out. You know, like you just let the dogs run their energy.
Yeah.
Run your energy out, crazy ass.
Now, the next one, though, is like way more cinematic. So on July 29th of 94, around 8:30 a.m., Tom Bonney and another inmate escaped from Central Prison in Raleigh, North Carolina, using a trash compactor chute.
What?
They managed to climb into a garbage truck. And for a while, people actually thought the 2 men had been crushed to death. Like in the trash compactor. But no, them motherfuckers lived and ran.
Wait, what? Okay, one more time.
I just feel like things that we're not covering in the news is how many times people break out of prison. Because it apparently happens a lot.
But like, they be crafty. So they went down a chute into a trash dumpster vehicle. What are those called? Garbage truck.
Yep.
And then they rode around in the back of a garbage truck.
And hopped out. So the 2 escapees stole a car and they made their way to Hampton Beach, Virginia. Bonney was on the run for 4 days before he was picked up by police, calm and without a fight. When asked why he did it, Tom had said that it was a spur of the moment decision driven by emotion. He wanted to visit the grave of his mother, who had died 5 years earlier, and while he was still on, and that was when he was still on death row, so he wasn't allowed to go to her funeral. He also went and visited Kathy's grave. So he literally broke out of jail on a whim, got out, and then visited his mother and his daughter's grave.
Wow.
The daughter that
he brutally murdered.
Yes, for no reason.
Nothing.
No reason at all.
Wow.
After that, he claimed that he just wandered the Ocean View area, not really hiding. He told police that if they hadn't found him, he was going to turn himself in a few days. He was injured during the escape, and he needed his medication and food. So he was like, I'm not really trying to like live this life of on the run. I just wanted to go. I just wanted a day out.
I just wanted a field trip.
I just wanted to just take a little walk, see the ocean view, smell the salty air.
I know. I just need a reset.
Which I don't know if that's salty.
What?
Wherever they're at.
By the ocean?
Yes. In my mind, for some reason, I went back like we were in Indiana because he was caught in Indianapolis.
Right.
And in my mind, I'm like, a lake. Like in my head, I've created a lake view.
I love you so much.
Thank you.
That brought me
As
joy.
of 2023, Tom Bonney was reportedly in a minimum security prison at the age of 91. So I guess he's 93 now.
He's still alive?
Yeah. That is a sad ass story of Kathy Bonney getting brutally murdered by her father, Tom Bonney.
Right.
Over dating.
That's so sad and crazy. And you know what else pisses me off is that he is such a wackadoodle dandy that it covered up. Like it's one of those stories where it's going to naturally take precedent over the sad part of his daughter dying because he went off the rails so hard. You know what I'm saying? Which is sad.
I don't know. I don't know. I think like he was just unbelievably hated. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing taken away from the fact that a 19-year-old girl was murdered.
Yeah.
In this one, you know?
Yeah, I just
like
mean
even
like
though
the
he
headlines.
did like every murder.
Yeah.
Every murder is that. So
yeah.
I'm not, it just made him look more stupid, more desperate, more of a piece of shit.
More evil.
Like it didn't like justify anything. It's just now you're just being stupid and you're trying to act and you're doing this shit like it's gonna help or like it's gonna do anything. It's just not fucking going to.
I'm gonna have to go look up the crime or the courtroom videos of him freaking out. Are they online? I want to go see them.
I have no idea. I didn't pull up any of that stuff.
I gotta Google that. I gotta see his what caused his mistrial.
It could have been just him screaming.
Yeah.
Like you have to, like when you stop and think about it, it's like all you have to do is scream and act a fool, and you're done. Cake.
Wow.
That's a sad ass story though.
Yeah, that was wild. Poor girl.
I don't even know how I found that one. I think I was like, I literally was looking for, I don't even know what. I was trying to remember how I found that one because it just blew me the fuck away so hard.
Yeah. Sometimes you just trip and fall and you're like, what?
I'm like, this one just blew me away and blew me away.
That is.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you
Don't forget. Like, rate, review, subscribe, follow us on our Instagram, on our YouTubes, on all the socials and all the stuff. Make sure that you check out Conkrite. Where did my head go? Agencies. I don't know where. I think I was going to say agents. Conkrite agents. Conkrite agencies. Thank you so much for sponsoring.
Yes, thank you.
We love you so much. Thanks for protecting everyone and their things and their lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I love you guys.
We love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, don't get mad.
Oh, get sassy.
This episode was sponsored, edited, and produced by Wonderboy Media. Get the deets at WBOYmedia.com to see how you can make your podcast dreams a reality.
Help us out and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to our audio project. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at, of course, a couple of Sassholes.
Want more sass? Become a member of our Patreon for bonus content, merch, and more. Plus, we're on Cameo now, so there's even more ways to get the sass you need just how you like it. As always, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
Theodore, can I pet that dog?